my name's Sarah and this is Like So Amazing. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my February makes video. February seemed to absolutely whiz past. It's been such a short month and I had plans every single weekend, so I had very limited sewing time. I was the leader for the Sew My Style challenge in February as well, which was either the By Hand London Romana coat or the Estelle coat from Style Up Patterns. So I had wanted to make the Romana coat for a long time anyway. So that was the one I picked and it was a hell of a make, I can tell you. It really took a lot of time because there's so many tailoring and couture techniques. And I really didn't want to mess it up, so I really took my time over that one anyway. So that involved a lot of evening sewing, which I don't tend to do. I usually kind of do my sewing on the weekends, but I just didn't really get a chance last month. So I haven't made that many things this month, only 3 garments and my secret Valentine exchange presents. So I'll start with the secret Valentine exchange presents. So if you haven't heard of that, it's an Instagram challenge where it's a bit like Secret Santa. You're paired up with somebody and you're given their name and a few details about them, and then you can go and stalk them on Instagram, see what kind of things they like and make them a little present. So I made a little eye mask, a little scented lavender eye mask, and a couple of little pattern weights just filled with rice, and then just put some little bits and bobs in there, so some little love heart sweets and chocolate. And a few other little things and some little treats for the lady's cat, because I knew she had a cat. So the lady I was making for was called Lottie Turner and her cat's called Charlie. So I found all that out via Insta stalking. I made a little handmade card as well with some little buttons in a heart shape for Valentine's. Anyway, she seemed to really like the presents, so I was really pleased that they got to her on time and that she liked them. My gift was really lovely. It was a pattern weight and a little lanyard and a little tote bag. So I'll pop pictures in below anyway so you can see them. Anyway, on to the garment sewing. So I'm going to start with what I'm wearing, and it is the Avid Seamstress day dress. So this is the pattern here. And I'd had my eye on it for a little while. I'd seen it pop up all over Instagram when it was released and thought it was a really lovely dress. Love the pockets, love the style of it, really simple. And I was chatting to Harriet from Sew Me Sunshine and she said she'd made it and it was a really lovely make, and she was saying the instructions are brilliant. So anyway, I decided to go for that one and I made it from this lovely fabric from Sew Me Sunshine. So this fabric was gifted to me from Harriet. It is lovely. So it's got these kind of geometric shapes all down it, and then it's got lovely lemurs on it in this white. It almost looks like they should be glow in the dark, but it's not. And lovely kind of navy background with this beautiful blue that really pops. You can't necessarily tell it's lemurs from a distance. It just looks like an interesting design, and then people get up close and go, oh my god, it's lemurs. So yeah, really love the fabric. It's cotton and steel. It's quite a sort of medium to heavyweight cotton, so it's got a nice amount of structure in it for the dress. One thing I love about it is it has pockets, as I mentioned, and the nice gathering at the waistband. It's pretty simple construction. It's very different construction actually to how I would normally construct a dress, in that you construct the whole of the front and the whole of the back pieces, and then you join them together, rather than the whole bodice and the whole skirt and then join those together. I've never worked like that before, but it was fine. It worked out really well. The sleeves are fine to get in, so it's just little kind of short sleeves. I'll pop pictures in again, as I say, so you can see the full length. Yeah, really love this dress, really love the fabric, and it's really cheerful kind of dress. You know, just put it on and it instantly kind of makes you smile. So yeah, I've been wearing this one a lot since I made it. The next garment I've made, I can't really show you in its entirety yet because the pattern hasn't been released yet. I've been testing it for Chromatia Patterns, and it's a hoodie dress, and I've made mine in this lovely stretch velvet because I had a lot of this stretch velvet left over from the last project I made. Anyway, I'm going to share this with you properly in my March makes so you can see a full length picture, but yes, I do love it though, safe to say, and hopefully it'll get released to you guys very soon. And then onto my Sew My Style make for February. So this is the By Hand London Romana coat, as I mentioned. So I decided that I wasn't sure of the fit, I wasn't sure how the length was going to be on me, because I am quite short, I'm 5'2", and it's a sort of mid-calf length coat. And I wondered, is that actually just going to look like it's supposed to be a long coat on me, like an ankle length coat? I needn't have worried. Actually, the length, I think, works out perfectly on me. I think it looks really elegant, the long length. So I'm glad I left it as it was. Because I was a little bit nervous about how it was going to look, I decided to make mine from a Q-Pro first before I cut into my expensive wool, because the wool I've got for this coat is expensive and I didn't want to mess it up. So I've got this Q-Pro that I got from Rainbow Fabrics, and I'll link it below. I think they're out of this colourway, but they've got a lot of others. So this is, I think they class it as a navy. It's sort of, because it's got this sandwash silk kind of texture to it and look, it actually looks like a lighter blue on camera. But anyway, I have done a full blog post on this as well, so it's got lots of pictures in there. I'm not going to model it here because there's no point, you'll just see the top. But you can see here the lining. So this is a rayon that I got from Minerva Crafts, and actually the blue works really nicely with the Q-Pro. And as mentioned in my blog post, I just did a slippery polyester lining for the sleeves, because that really helps you get the coat on and off. So you'll notice that most ready-to-wear coats have slippery linings in them, and it's for that very purpose. I put some wooden buttons on it. I got these in John Lewis, and I just chose 3. I wasn't quite sure until the very end when I kind of put it on, and I pinned it in different locations just to see how it was going to look. So mine is buttons up sort of just above the waist, so I think that's really flattering. It really cinches the waist in. I did make a stupid mistake while I was making the coat. I slightly snipped into it, and I used fray check, and it didn't go well. Yeah, it just really marked the fabric. It's on the back. I don't really care. I really don't care. You're not really going to be able to see it. I can see it. I can see it really clearly, but I'm sure no one else would notice it. I did the so the pockets are lined in the same lining fabric, which I think is really cute. I love the inseam pockets actually. I think they work out really well. My only concern about the coat is the Q-Pro just kind of creases quite a bit, and it's all right for pressing it while you're making it, but once it's all constructed, because there's so many layers and everything, it's going to be really hard to press it. So I'm just going to have to keep it hung up all the time and steam it when I need to. I think that's probably going to be the easiest thing. But yeah, I am really pleased with it. I learned a lot making the coat. I don't think, as I've mentioned in my blog post, I don't think the instructions are as clear as they could be. I know the girls from By Hand are working on a sew along at the moment, so hopefully that will help out people who are going to make it in the future. But now that I've made it once, I know what I'm doing, so yeah, I'll definitely make this again in a wool. I'm not sure when that's going to be, probably not this winter. I'll probably get around to it sort of September time, because I'm done with coats for now. I just need a little break. But yeah, really pleased with it, and I think it turned out really nicely. And hopefully once it gets warmer, I can start wearing it, because obviously it's still winter time here. It is a snowy scene out my window. So yeah, definitely not going to be wearing it anytime soon. But yeah, because of the snow, I was supposed to be going away this weekend with some sewing friends. We had a little cottage booked where we were just going to go away for a few nights, do a lot of sewing, drinking tea, chatting, the usual. And because we've just been on amber and red alert warnings for snow in the southwest of England, we just couldn't go, we couldn't risk it, and everyone was travelling from so far away. So we had to cancel it, unfortunately, which has been really sad. I have been sewing this weekend though myself, and we're going to all get together at some stage during this weekend and do a joint Skype call, so at least we can all kind of spend some time together in the same room, even if it is just virtual. And also the knitting and stitching show was going on this weekend, which I wasn't going to go to because we were going away to Wales, but I can't even go to the knitting and stitching show because all of the coaches are cancelled. So anyway, this weekend is a bust. It's stay home in the warm and sew, which doesn't sound so bad in the end. Anyway, I'm going to leave you there. I think March is going to be full of exciting things. We've got the Cali shirt dress coming up, and that's the Sew My Style pattern. So hopefully a lot of you are going to join in with that this month. Anyway, I'll leave you there and I will see you on my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you did, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye bye.